Garrett Cole is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
One strike now from Cole. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Just getting started here in the Bronx. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voigt. Here's the first pitch to him. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Eovaldi has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. Urshela aboard here at first with nobody out. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
First two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He swings and grounds it to short. A bare hand for one. On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. A bouncer to the left side. Bogart's on the slide. Hey now. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
0-1, here's the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1-1 to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Red Sox. They still trail 1-0. Standing in, Aaron Judge. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s. You ain't doing much with that.
A ball and a strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Renfroe is in pursuit. 1 down.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be open. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx. Into the box now, Cordero. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in. This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
1-2.
Pulled toward right center field. Gallo on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Bobby Daubach, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Called strike in a dangerous location there. 1-2.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Striding in for Boston, Kike Hernandez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Stepping in, Joey Gallo, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Gallo swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. And that one is gone. The yard with a solo shot, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop, reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Luke Voigt, a base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. I'm set with the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. Voigt stands at first with 1 out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, left fielder,
So striding in,
Giancarlo Stanton.
here comes the first pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. 2 down, runners at first and second. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 New York. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious gas. Changeup in for a strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he's able to stay alive here as the foul's tipped right off the catcher's grill, and that'll ring in the ears a bit.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Xander Bogaerts is sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in once again, Rafael Devers. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still down. Here's big Aaron Judge. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for the home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, some might consider this a cheap home run because he didn't exactly crush it, but he got enough of it to doink it off the foul pole, and that's all it takes. And guess what? It looks like a bomb in the box score tomorrow.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit out towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey guys, that's a well-executed slider down the way right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
Into the box, Kyle Higashioka, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Hit down the third baseline. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
On to the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Now back, designated hitter, Luke Voigt.
Digging in and looking for more, Luke Voigt. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First offering on its way. There's a strike. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Here's the 1-1. Popped him up. Daubach is there. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are. Here's J.D. Martinez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Slider, and that's in there for strike two.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. No one can make a play on this one, and the first Red Sox hit is good for extra bases. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Renfroe is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But of course, these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field. And in his case, he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this. But, man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
2-1 to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Strike two swinging.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone into Monument Park. Two-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. And that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Fielder,
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, one down. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Aaron Judge.
Well, you don't see that every day, Matt. A home run on a fastball that is away and off the plate that he went out and hooked it. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking to myself, I've got to make this guy a little bit more uncomfortable, not let him get those arms extended. I'd have to think about pitching this guy inside in this at bat.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Five runs, 12 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
In now, Gleyber Torres. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Renfroe is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Through 5 innings, 5-0 New York. Ready now, Bobby Novak will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 home. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Verdugo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5. Josh Taylor enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 38, Josh Taylor.
At the plate, Kyle Higashioka, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. The relay throw. Throw won't get him. Digging in, Giovanni Urshela. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here it comes, 1-0. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Line hard toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-0.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, D-Row, you hit it. It's been the story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is digging in once again. Xander Bogaerts. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Xander Bogaerts goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. Popped him up. Torres is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count, hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. Down in order go the Red Sox. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a line drive. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. The relay. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 1-0 the count. 2 out, nobody on. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And that one got a piece of him. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Higashioka. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Torres stands at second with 2 gone. Nope. Missed with a slider.
Count is 2-1.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. In now, Christian Vasquez, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Struck him out, and a new record. 21 strikeouts in this one. 1 gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. He'll get it into second, and he is in there.
I'll tell you what, D-Roll, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their 2nd knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
1 strike now from Cole to first. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now an 8-1 game. Digging in now, Kike Hernandez. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Rounder hit hard down the first baseline. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. A run on 2. Into the box now, Joey Gallo. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
The tag, and they got him coming back to third. Next will be the designated hitter, Luke Boyd. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Skied into very shallow right. Renfroe has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Now batting, first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and they're runners at the corners now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Hit to third. Devers gloves it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Grounder down the line at third. So that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
And there's out number 1. So digging in now, Xander Bogaerts. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And there's ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Striding in, Rafael Devers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard liner towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. Aroldis Chapman answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. Fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Garrett Cole is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victorious Yankees, 8 runs on an even 20 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base.